I want to ask you how I can know the next chord when playing in an advanced way. For example, I like what I can be adding to make it sound pro. I think I know what you're asking. But here's the thing. Playing beginner and playing advanced, there is really not much difference to it. Let me explain. The advanced stuff that you see those guys doing, it's still based and built on the fundamentals of the beginner's version of the song, right? All they're doing at that level is adding more chords and licks and runs to what's already there. So when you ask, how do you know what chord comes next? You shouldn't have to ask that. If you know the beginner's version, that's what comes next. Now, if you're talking about how do you know what passing chord to use and what licks to use and when to use those things, those aren't something we just conjure out of thin air, right? It's not a magic trick. These are things we know in advance. Like, again, in that song I was doing, This Is the Day. Well, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day, this is the day that the Lord has made. Right? You see all those different chord choices I'm doing? I knew in advance that all of that stuff could work, so I just do them. So in other words, what I'm saying, the advanced chords, licks, and lines that you want to use is something you have to learn at home before you're able to just do it in songs, right? And you have to learn them systematically and step by step, and you got to learn them in the context of a song, right? It's just like language. If you don't speak French, you can't just roll up on someone and understand French. No, you would have to be practicing French for weeks and months, if not years, so that when you arrive at a place where French is being spoken, you already have the vocabulary to be able to speak French. Now, it's the same thing in music. If you don't already know all the different types of passing chord concepts, if you don't know how to use different types of chords and voicings, then we can't just pull them out in songs. So the big question is, are you putting in the work to learn these things individually? For those of you all who've been watching me for a while, you know I have videos that tackle each of these subjects already. So just start working on my advanced videos and learn the concepts, and then slowly start applying them. Eventually you'll get to the point where you get fluent with it, where you can just pull it out in any song. But you can't just go from not knowing it to doing it in every song. You know, it's got to be a process.